A solemn reminder of the darkest chapter in the country's history. The flame of remembrance will burn for 100 days, marking 3 months long mourning of the victims of 1994 genocide. This is Kigali Genocide Centre, a place where memories of honor and loss are preserved. Hundreds come here to pay tribute to their loved ones who perished during dark days. The atmosphere is somber, yet there is a sense of unity and solidarity among everyone here. Stepping inside the center, I was confronted by the stark reality of the past. Pictures of innocent, frozen in time, walls lined with photos of victims capturing their lives before they were tragically taken away.
It was official in 2004, by the time when in Rwanda we were commemorating for the 10th anniversary of genocide. So like this one, usually memorial sites are there for the purpose of giving a decency to those who were murdered by the time of genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda in 1994.
Images of children whose laughter was silenced, families torn apart by senseless violence, faces of innocent staring back at me. Their stories etched in the fabric of history.
Terrible because I see the pictures of before. I see pictures of men, women, families. I see pictures of children. I see words from children who we all have children, or we all were children once. And so it's easy to remember what it is to be so harmless when you're a kid and when you cannot defend yourself and when your family is no more there to defend yourself, and when you see your family being killed.
Just walking around in this room, looking at these clothes that are around here, the clothes that were found from the dead bodies that were picked in forest, looking at them, some of them are muddy, some with blood stains. One just wondering what they could have been going through. Maybe they lay there for months, for days, for weeks, just waiting for their relatives maybe to come and pick them up. On the other side, the reality of these pictures struck me. Flowers, wreaths, concrete floors. This might look like a beautiful place, but it's not just an ordinary place. Memories are lying here. Inside these concrete walls lies more than 250,000 bodies, people who were murdered during the genocide in Rwanda in 1994. As I walked among the displays of history, my heart ached, witnessing pain and suffering endured by so many here. One question lingered in my mind. How could one turn against their neighbor, their relative, their fellow countrymen, simply because of ethnic and tribal differences? How could such inhumanity exist?
After going through the history and whatever transpired for approximately 30 years down the line, it was so traumatizing, it was so sad. At the end of it all, I've learned a very big lesson that as people, we must have the heart of humanity. We must have people who do not spread propaganda or even things or hate speech against other people. It can cost the pain in the entire life of humanity.
This one is so sad. Someone can't explain it, but yeah, they just have to touch our hearts.
Here I met 40-year-old Ndamu Kiza Oliver, a genocide survivor who narrated his survival story and how his mother was murdered.
Family, my mom then kept on heading to the Red Block, but other families, they had reached there and they were giving the ID cards for people to know them, to let them freeing. But upon my mom arriving to that Red Block, I was standing kind of like 20 meters, like a meter, like 20 feet And then I saw my mom reaching to that lead block. They started screaming, and they're saying that they know her. She's a Tutsi wife, and they cut her hand. They started beating with a machete, cut her hand, and after seeing that, I quickly ran back to our home.
Family after family, friends, visitors alike, laying wreath and paying tribute at the mass graves, a powerful moment of reflection and remembrance. As the world joins Rwanda to honor the memory of the fallen, citizens pause to reflect on the lessons of the past. They strive for a world where humanity strives over hate, where differences are celebrated, not used as weapons of destruction. Winston Churchill once said, "A nation that forgets its past has no future." That certainly is not the country of Rwanda. Rwanda has gone through an extra mile to ensure that they never forget, from the young to the old. You can feel the unity and togetherness that the events of 1994 has had on the entire country. We can only hope that the peace being witnessed today continues to the end of time. In Kigali, for News Central, Bongani, Siziba.